Hey, what's going on? I am live, guys. I am so live, and I am so excited to be here with you. Got a little ambiance going. We're going to catch a vibe, so to speak. Now that I've said that, I'm sure the song is playing in your head right now as we speak. But listen, I'm streaming in two places right now, Facebook as well as YouTube. But I will tell you that preferential treatment will be given to those of you who are on YouTube. So somebody drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. What are you doing? Actually, regardless of where you are, what are you doing? And let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I was literally about to press live and I saw something on my shirt. So if you see like a little blurb, a little shadow over here, it's me. I was trying to fix whatever was on my shirt and I was like, it's too late to change shirts. So you know what? I'm just gonna have to give it to you with the little wet spot. I mean, wet spot never hurt anybody. So y'all, let's get in here. Let's get in here because I did earlier today. I did a live and in my group and we were talking about, can you coach yourself? And I was like, of course you can. But I gave them 4 tools or 4 conditions that need to be there before they can do it. Because I mean, it sounds really easy in the beginning. But when you get real with yourself about coaching yourself and all that good stuff, then yeah, there are some conditions that have to be at play, right? To make sure that it's fruitful for you. So listen, let me go ahead and start this thing off. What do I want to tell you? Those of you that know me from Facebook, you know who I am, but this is my first live on YouTube. So I'm kind of excited, just a scooch, just a little bit, because I haven't done this before. And part of the reason I have to tell you that I didn't want a YouTube channel is that I watched somebody launch their YouTube channel and it looked like giving birth. And though I have never given birth, as a woman, that just seemed like way too much energy. So now, and somebody said it to me in 2019, you should have a YouTube channel. And I was like, nah, I'm good on that. But now it's 2022. In fact, it's 2222, and I am now on YouTube. So you know what? Let's get this station identification thing out the way. You ready? Let's go. Yeah, you guessed it. It's Stephanie D. McKenzie. I am, in fact, your favorite empowerment coach. I'm probably your only empowerment coach, but I'm rocking with being your favorite tonight. And so tonight is going to be a live event where I'm going to be sharing with you how to coach yourself. And no, I'm not just going to be giving you questions to ask yourself. I'm going to talk to you about a couple of different techniques that I've shared with clients that I use myself. And I'm going to try really hard to keep the ring light out of my glasses, which seems to be my eternal struggle, right? And so I know that there are some amazing people that will tell me, okay, Stephanie, you got to put the ring light right here. But the trick for me is to get the non-reflective coating on your glasses and you never have to worry about it. All of them don't have the non-reflective coating. Sorry. So anyway, I want you to get in here. Tell me where you're coming in from. What's exciting you about tonight? What's exciting you about your day? All of that. Those of you who catch this on the replay, hey, you are completely welcome to be here. But this is one of 2 videos. I'm going to do this tonight and tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But, I was thinking about a story, because in my trailer, I said, I'm going to be telling all my stories. And I am. Like, I really am. And you know what came to mind today, and I'm going to turn this down just a little bit because it sounds a little bit loud to me. But, and that is from the 𝘲𝗀𝗄 Productions channel. It's a mix called Cool Breeze. I want to give them some little bit of credit. They're on YouTube as well. So if you like some generic background music, they have that royalty free. You don't need a license. You won't get muted out. Background music. By all means, check out, what is this? 1 hour and 30 of neo soul instrumental music. Relaxing and calming long mix. Yes. Like to support my fellow creators because being a creator is a thing. So I was thinking about a story to tell you guys, right? And so I think I'm going to tell the story about the night I cussed everybody out at dinner. Yep. Just going to go ahead and bear my scars because, sometimes I get out of pocket. But if you've ever had a night where everything is running amok, then you'll probably feel my pain on this, right? Because, oh yeah, by the way, I forget I'm on live, but I got to tell you to like the video, subscribe, and tap the bell, and drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what's going on. Do you know me? Am I new to you? If you know me, put no, K-N-O-W. If I'm new to you, put new, N-U-N-E-W. Lord, I can't spell tonight. What's wrong with me? Probably that Starbucks cup next to me has something to do with it, but that's okay. All righty. So yeah, the night I cussed everybody out at dinner. So let me tell you what happened. So this night was supposed to be a great night. It was supposed to be family dinner. I was with my godbrother and my sister-in-law and another individual that was in our lives at that time. And listen, when I tell you dinner ran amok, y'all, it ran amok. For some reason, like the vibe, the energy just went berserk. And I ended up getting super frustrated, and I literally just cussed everybody out the table. Like I really did. And in hindsight, after we kind of did a post-mortem on it, we kind of figured out what the challenge was and what the issue was. But in that moment, y'all, I was so heated. There was no coaching myself. I wasn't coming down. I wasn't about to ground myself. I wasn't about to do anything. In fact, I had been holding down my feelings for quite some time, like that entire night. So when I blew, it was like Mount St. Helens. And some of y'all are old enough to remember when Mount St. Helens erupted. Boosh. Yeah. So it was a thing, guys. It was a complete thing. And see, there's that little ring light again. See it? Boom. There it is. So I don't know how to do that, and I'll fix that later. But if that bothers you so much, I'm so sorry. Thank you for that emoji love. That must be coming off of Facebook. Guys, drop comments. Caring is sharing, because I'm ready to get into this. But yeah, cussed everybody out the table. I was not coaching myself that night. I was not correcting. I was not editing. I was heated, and I blew. I literally blew completely up. So listen, if you're over on Facebook, say hello, drop me a comment. That's the only way that I'm going to see. And I want to acknowledge you, of course. If you're on YouTube, drop a comment. I'm definitely going to see that. And I'm going to reply to all comments afterwards. So if you have a question, drop it during the class. Is that what we're calling this? Drop it during the class. Well, hello. 𝘂𝗵𝗃's in the house. That's my esthetician and my sister. I love her. So for those of you who might be tuning in, hey, 𝘀𝗲𝗃, and you're in East Texas, make sure that you guys check out, hey, Just Family. I love it. I love it. Just Family's in the house. Janice Franklin, coach extraordinaire, 𝘂𝗵𝗃, esthetician, nurse, just all around amazing person who is caring for your skin and everything within. Make sure you check her out at the Vault. And then 𝘀𝗲𝗃 Heyman, attorney extraordinaire. That's 𝘀𝗃𝗃 Heyman, Esquire, be clear, helping you with trademarks and all this good stuff. What's going on, Rita Harris? So good to see you, my love. Sending you big hugs and kisses and all of that. So I am excited that you guys are here. Make sure you share this one out. Sharing is caring. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do that, guys. Make sure not only that you like the video, but you subscribe and tap that bell. I've got fresh content coming out every single solitary day this month. I'm going to be a very tired individual, but I figure since it's Black History Month and I am Black history personified, we're going to make this thing happen, okay? I had to change. So I've got the red lip and the green liner. And if you look really closely, let's see, where is it? There's a green heart on my cheek. I got bored, y'all. I just did. So I was like, hey, let's get it. Let's go. So I want to know, what are you excited about? Why are you here? Are you here just to support? Are you excited about the topic? We're going to get into it. You know what? While I'm sitting here, hey, you know what I've got, guys. You know what I've got. What have I got, guys? What does the little box tell you? What am I holding on to? I'm about to share these 52Q coaching deck with you guys. And by the way, if you decide you want to order a deck tonight, go to my52q.com, put in, well, if you want to get a 3-pack or if you want to get the 1-pack or whatever, put in the code TUBE, T-U-B-E, TUBE, and you're going to save 22%. Yeah, we're going to ride this tutu thing out. We're doing it. So if anybody wants a card, make sure you say card in the comments. If you like the video, make sure that you're sharing that thing out. You guys are the best. Okay, I got a card that just jumped out. I just want to share this with you guys. It said, would you write a 10-word love letter to yourself? I didn't make it up. It's right here. Would you write a 10-word love letter to yourself? This is a challenge right here. I wonder if I dared you to do this for the rest of the week, what would you write to yourself? If you wrote 10-word love letter to yourself every day for the rest of this week, that's Thursday and Friday, what would that look like? Ooh, who's up for the challenge? If you're up for the challenge, put challenge in the comments. All right, let me get into this because I don't want to keep you all night. But again, if you're not over on YouTube, I need you to get there. I need you to hit subscribe, and I need you to tap that bell so you'll know when you're getting fresh content from yours truly. Boom. And if you want to share with a friend, make sure they go to stephonyoutube.com. So let's get into this because tonight I'm going to teach you 3 methods of coaching yourself. All right. And I have notes. So you guys are just going to have to bear with me, kind of looking down maybe a little bit to see my notes, because I wasn't going to do this on the fly. I will tell you about 90% of my lives I actually do off the top of my head. But this has a lot of moving parts. So I wanted to make sure that I presented it well. And that means having notes. All right. So if you guys are ready, put coach in the comments and let's rock and roll with this. If you love to take notes, then this will be good. This will be good. All right, guys. Okay. So if y'all are ready, oh yeah, there's a delay. Y'all already put coach in the comments because I'm ready to rock and roll. Hopefully this is super duper helpful. But if you need to grab your drink, if you need to grab your pen, if you need to grab your buddy, you need to tap somebody in. If you want to jump over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, I would love that. I think my goal, I want to have 470 subscribers by my 47th birthday, which is February the 18th. So in 16 days, I would love to have 470 subscribers, and you can help me make that happen. So, because I'm just going to keep putting this content out here. I want you to be empowered. I want you to always be your own superhero. All right. Are y'all ready to go? I think y'all are ready to go. Y'all are ready. If you're ready, put ready in the comments. I'm excited. All right. So, I know the one thing I didn't do. It may be doing that automatically. Can you guys see captions or no? No? Yes? Maybe so. Everybody stopped talking to me. So I'm like, where'd everybody go? Let's see. Everybody's here. Okay. All right. Well, coolio. Well, we're going to rock and roll because I don't want to keep you. And I know that you guys came to support my first YouTube live. So I'm just going to go ahead and push into this material, right? So one of the reasons why I wanted to discuss how to coach yourself is because I actually do coach myself a lot. Now, I have said openly, it took me 2 couches and becoming a coach to be able to do this. Okay, no captions. Okay, so they'll probably come on later, I guess. I have to figure that part out because I don't know if those are automatic. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to work on it right now. So though, if you have to walk away or something, if you turn your head, you'll just hear me, but you won't have the captions at the bottom. No captions on YouTube. Not sure if there's captions on Facebook. If there are captions, put captions in the comment, and that way I'll know. But regardless, I'm going to jump in. Like I said, it's taken me 2 couches, right, and a certification to learn how to coach myself. But now I can self-coach and self-edit pretty much like a champ. But within my group earlier today, we talked about some 4 conditions that needed to be present for you to be able to really be able to coach yourself. Because it's not just asking yourself a bunch of questions. I feel like for me, I'm going to put some structure to it so that hopefully you have some options when it comes to going within, because that's what it's about. It's about going within. It's being able to be vulnerable and honest with yourself so that you can get the answers that are within you. That's the big deal about coaching. A good coach is not going to tell you what to do. Now, a mentor might, an advisor might, a consultant definitely will, but a coach is going to ask you questions that are going to help you unlock the answers that are within you. You know, part of the tagline for the coaching deck, you've got answers, we've got questions. The questions are meant to help you give birth to the answers, and the answers are always within, but oftentimes we don't go within. It's so much easier to turn outward than it is to turn inward. And so I want to empower you, hopefully, with some tools to help you turn inward. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the first thing I want to teach you, the first method of coaching yourself. Okay, thank you, Zippy. See, you got to have friends that'll love on you and help you out. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is a method I call the Sonic Sesh. It's called the Sonic Sesh. That's a lot to say. The Sonic Sesh. Kind of like supersonic. Ow. Okay, so why do I call it the Sonic Sesh? I call it the Sonic Sesh because it's fast. It's just that fast. And so honestly, I feel like this is something you can use in any situation where you're starting to feel a little, you can tap in. And what you're doing, again, these are some, I'm sharing with you some tips and tricks that I give to clients and that I use for myself. So the first thing is putting your hands over your heart or touching your hands to each other. This is going to ground you. A lot of times, the reason why we are kind of spinning off into wherever is because we are not grounded. And so before I make you go outside and stand outside for 2 minutes with your feet in the grass and all of that stuff, I'm just going to say hand over heart. That means I'm touching something. I know that I'm touching something, or my hands like this. If you're in a public place, you might want to do this just because it's a little less obvious that you might be doing something versus if you're doing this. This also looks like you're clutching your pearls, so people might be alarmed. So you're touching, right? And in that, you have 2 questions, just 2. What am I feeling? What can I do about it? One of your answers cannot be tired. I tend to think that we say tired a lot of times when we're actually feeling something different. We are actually not tired. We're heartbroken. We're not tired. We're disappointed. We're not tired. We're discouraged. We're not tired. We're frustrated. We're agitated or irritated. And so a lot of times tired becomes a catch-all for how we're feeling. And I'm like, that's you're not actually tired. You might be mentally drained and physically drained. But a lot of times, how many times can you relate? Have you ever said tired when you were really feeling a lot of other things you just couldn't articulate? If you have, put tired in the comments. But what I will say to you in doing that is that's why I've stripped you away of your tired. And so I'm really asking you to articulate, what am I feeling? What can I do about it? And it's fast. It's really, really fast. And this is a way for you to just turn inward, hand to heart, hand to hand. The touching part is really key. And you might even close your eyes just a little bit, or you might leave your eyes open, whatever. But the touching is key because that's going to ground you. And that's also going to ground you into the energy that you're dealing with. And now that I've taken away the ability for you to say that you're tired, you got to come up with something else. In my office, there used to be a jar of emotions, and I would have couples that were having a hard time articulating emotions pull one out and discuss what happens when you're feeling like this. Do you even know what this is? And this jar had like, I want to say about 200 sheets of paper about this big with emotions on them. And so in this exercise, you are really pressed to put name to your feelings because you can't use tired. You know, you can't use tired. So that's the first part. And then the second part, what can I do about it? What can you do about it? Sometimes the answer might be nothing at the moment, but be really honest. You know, if you're disappointed, what can you do about it? Well, nothing at the moment, but when I'm done, blah, 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 blah. Or I can just, or your answer could be, I can accept what's happening. I can just accept it. But this is really pressing you into how you're feeling. At the same time, it's grounding you and pressing you into your feelings, and it's stripping you of your catch-all tired. If that was helpful, let me know. You guys got to keep the comments going because I need the energy. So, you know, I love other people's energy and I like to talk to you guys. So make sure you're sharing with me and I'm sharing while I'm sharing with you. Got it? Got it? Good. Let's go. So when can you use this? I feel like you can use this anytime. Anytime, like you start to feel emotions happening. And there is a technique around anxiety that's similar to this, which I guess this is kind of a derivative work called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so definitely you can look that up. I may put a link to it in the description box on YouTube. And another thing, though you may see this on Facebook right now, this video will be pulled from Facebook and only available on YouTube. So like I said, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm probably going to put into the description box on YouTube, and any other information that I think will be helpful will be on YouTube, because this video, once I'm done with this video, you won't be able to see it anymore. You'll only be able to see it on YouTube. Okay. That is why you got to run on over to Steph on youtube.com, hit that subscribe button so that you will have access. Ta-da! See how that works? All right. Next thing. So you guys let me know if that was helping, if that was helpful at all. Just let me know. The next thing I want to get into is a line of questioning or a technique that I feel is really useful if you're dealing with a relationship, if you're dealing with an unpleasant situation, or if you're dealing with an outcome that you're not exactly happy about. I feel like you can use this. But here's the thing. 3PQ is a hard thing to do off rip. Like if you get hit with those feelings, I would rather you go for a Sonic Sesh than to try to do 3PQ, because a lot of times, and here's the challenge of coaching yourself, right? Sometimes we need a moment, literally. We need a moment to grieve. We need a moment to stop. We might need a moment to pray. We might need a moment to meditate. We might need a moment to scream. We just need a moment. And the unfortunate of this trend of toxic positivity, where you're not allowed to feel discomfort, you're not allowed to be upset. Oh, you should just get over it. Life is good. And I'm like, okay. The same thing with coaching yourself. If you coach yourself, try to coach yourself immediately, 3PQ, which is 3 powerful questions, 3PQ is going to frustrate you more than likely. In those instances, if you're like, okay, I'm feeling this, I would say go for the Sonic Sesh before you try 3PQ. I think 3PQ is a lot more helpful once you've had a moment to kind of sit with the situation. That's just my thoughts. That's my 22 cents on the matter. Okay. All right. So 3PQ. First question in 3PQ, why did this happen? Why did this happen? And at that moment, you realize if you're going to ask that question, you can't be knee deep. Watch this. You can't be knee deep in feeling all the feels. You can't be knee deep in the feels, because you won't give yourself, a balanced answer. You won't give yourself a balanced answer. You'll give yourself an answer, but you won't give yourself a balanced answer. And so that's why I say, if you feel like you're being overwhelmed and you feel like you want to coach yourself, Sonic Sesh before you 3PQ. 3PQ can actually come later. All right. So why did this happen? First question. Next question. What is my lesson from this? Again, another deep question that you can't answer if you're in the middle of your feels. 3, how do I/we transform this? I/we. So how do we transform this is the question for a relationship. How do I transform this is a question also for a relationship. Does that make sense? Oh, you're scribing for me. Thank you. When I get better at this, guys, I'm going to have the graphics and all of that. But tonight, I was keeping it a little bit simple, but I promise I'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to take notes as I'm going through this process, because it's a learning process for me. I'm a new YouTuber. Yay! But thank you so much. Why did this happen? The second question, what is my lesson from this? Again, don't try to 3PQ when you're in the middle of your feels. What will happen is you may actually begin to coach yourself into the abyss, as I talked about earlier. All right. Those of you who are in my community on Facebook, it's called Be Your Own Superhero. You can join it at bys.nocapes.org. You'll also see in some of my videos, heal.nocapes.org. That will also take you to the group. But I don't want you to coach yourself into an abyss because you were feeling some type of way and you decided to take those feelings out on yourself, because that can happen. And that's no bueno. We don't want that. No quiero. No lo quiero. So I'm like, no, we don't want that. So the third question is, how do I/we transform this? Again, these are powerful questions. These are questions you may actually need to sit with a journal and write out. These are not questions on the fly. A Sonic Sesh, yeah, you can do on the fly. What am I feeling? What can I do about it? You can do that on the fly. You can do that while you're driving, right? You can't do 3PQ while you're driving. I mean, you could. I mean, if you're a rock star, I mean, go for it. I just wouldn't recommend it because these are very reflective questions, okay? And I want you to be able to be truly honest, truly vulnerable with yourself to get the answers. And it's going to be really hard to do that if you're in the midst of an emotional breakdown, which you have a right to have an emotional breakdown. Let me be clear about that. If you're in the middle of an emotional breakdown, have the emotional breakdown, cry, scream, cuss, whatever you need to do, have that. Okay? Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody else, right? But you're entitled to all of your emotions. That's what I need everybody to understand. This thing where we have started to press down our emotions and hide them because we got to be strong. And I don't know why every time I say the word strong, I got to look like this. But that's just the way it comes out, especially for African-American women, Black women, the strong Black woman archetype. Yeah, can we bury that? Because there's a whole lot of strong Black women who are not feeling their feelings, and it is making them sick. They are dying and crying on the inside, and that's no bueno. We don't want that either. Okay, we really truly don't. So I think that is something that is definitely a trope, an archetype that we can bury for good. No strong Black women. No. Like if you're strong, that's great, but you don't have to be so strong that you don't get to experience and feel your feelings. You get to do that. That is a part of the human experience. Okay? Okay, good talk. So 3PQ, why did this happen? What is my lesson from this? How do I/we transform this? Again, these are very reflective questions. And I mean, listen, if you want to supplement this and you have the deck, feel free to pull a question. But listen, I'm not really here to sell you coaching decks. If you want a coaching deck and you hop over to my52q.com and you say, hey, I want a 3-pack or I want one deck, and you put in the code TUBE, yeah, you're going to save some money and you can get a deck. But I'm not here just to teach you how to use a coaching deck. I'm here to teach you how to be empowered by managing your emotions by way of coaching yourself. That's what I'm here to do. Okay. If you want a deck, get a deck. But otherwise, try some of these techniques, especially if you've had trouble in the past managing your emotions and knowing how you feel. If you have a hard time putting words to your feelings, putting a label to your feelings, then yeah, Sonic Sesh. Sonic Sesh is your new friend. The Sonic Sesh, because it's fast, like Sonic the Hedgehog. That's your new friend. That's where you live, right here in the Sonic Sesh. Okay. 3PQ is definitely more reflective. Definitely more reflective. Y'all let me know if this is resonating. Put yep in the comments wherever you are. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to be pulling this from YouTube the minute it's over with. Okay. It will not be hanging around. That's not what's happening. It will be on YouTube. So make sure you have subscribed. And by that same token, tomorrow night, I'm probably only going to talk to the YouTubers. I'll be live in both places, but I'm only going to talk to the YouTubers because that's my way of saying, hey, it's important that you get on YouTube with me. This is indeed a celebration. This is going to be a destination for you to come for everyday empowerment, stuff that you can use every single solitary day. And so I want you to have that. So make sure that you're subscribed. All right. All right. And tap that bell so you get that fresh content. All right. If you're just getting in here, let me know if this is resonating. Put a yep in the comments. Have you ever coached yourself? Hey, Miss Deborah, how are you? Make sure that you guys, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Make sure that you, like I said, make sure that you guys not only subscribe, but tap the bell so you'll know when fresh content is coming, because I'm doing shorts as well as long form video, long and short form video. So as of this point, Yesterday's video was how to say no. We've got these 2 videos. I actually did a short this morning. I'll probably do a short tomorrow. Again, I'm doing new content every single solitary day. You don't even get that from me on Facebook. This is the beauty of having an editing team. Shout out to Sahil and Wajid and Jesse that make this all possible. Yay. Thank you guys. You're amazing. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever coached yourself unknowingly? Anybody ever tried to coach themselves? Now, some of y'all have the coaching deck. So I know you probably over there pulling cards like, da, da, da. You know, but if you don't have the coaching deck, have you coached yourself? Okay. All right. I see a yes. That's exciting. I like it. So if you heard both of the techniques that I gave you thus far, which one do you think would be most helpful, the Sonic Sesh or 3PQ? Which one kind of gels with you the most? I will tell you guys, we had a glitch trying to get a new printer for the cards, and I was not happy about the cards I received. Yes, awesome, 3PQ. Okay, awesome. Okay, we're gonna reflect. We're going deep. We're going deep, y'all. Let me go deep. Okay, sorry. That was really high. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it right there. All right. Does anybody want a card while I'm getting ready for our 3rd point? Bring this thing right on home. I don't want to be on an hour because I want people to feel like, okay, I want to be able to look at this. If you're just coming in, please note I will be pulling this video from Facebook the moment I am done, but it will live on in YouTube land. All right. So make sure that you subscribe. Go to StephOnYouTube.com because putting in channel XYZ 7, 8, 9, 10 is just not going to work out. Go to StephOnYouTube.com and hit subscribe. All right. Anybody? Let's see what the cards have for us. Whoa. Oh, why does this card always come out, y'all? Y'all, there are 52 questions in this deck. I swear that I mean, that last one that I pulled, that was the first time I've ever pulled that one. Don't fall over. Y'all ready? Why does this keep coming out? Boy, look at my camera autofocus. You better go, Logitech. How do your relationships reflect your self-worth? Y'all, why does this card keep coming out? This card wants to hang with us. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What's going on? Feel some type of way. That card keeps showing up, I swear. 52Q. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Sending you lots of love. Y'all, that card keeps popping out. It's talking to somebody. Oh my God. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at right now. Look at this, guys. What is the inspiration behind this desire? I don't know what you're desiring, but something wants you to check the inspiration. What is the inspiration? What is your why? What is motivating you to want this? I will tell you guys, you know, there's quite a misconception as it relates to business that you do it for the money. Yeah, you do, but that it shouldn't be all you do it for. Because when you just do it for the money, you do it completely wrong. You'll do people wrong. You'll do your processes wrong. You'll be absolutely hustle minded. And I mean like hustle man minded. And that's no good. We have businesses to serve. We want our clients to be happy. We want to create positive impact into the world, right? Do work we love, create positive impact, be well compensated. That's the goal. If you want to skip right to the be well compensated, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you probably won't be. Period. I'm just going to be honest with you. I love it. Y'all drop those comments. See, this is, let me spotlight my sister really quickly. 𝘀𝗲𝗵𝗶 is the owner of the Vault. And the reason why she has been able to ascend during a time when many businesses have been closing their, COVID, because she owns a spa, right? And so, COVID has closed many businesses, is because of her heart. It's because of her heart. And the heart lines up with the head, and the hand lines up with the hands. See, a lot of people are just doing hand work. They're just doing handiwork. Their heart isn't in it. And their head is just aligned with their hand. So it's very cerebral. Sometimes it's very methodical. And oftentimes, if it's just about the money, they're thinking about how to get more money. I don't necessarily think about how to get more money. I think about how to serve people in a way that allows them to get value from what I do. And when I'm bringing value and when I'm impacting lives, then guess what? Money comes. That's what it does. I mean, you know, once you have your mind right and you have your pricing structures together, yeah, money comes. That's what happens. All right. Oh, I love that, Dax. Your inspiration for pursuing is to pass tech on to the youth. That's amazing. I love that. And then let me talk about Miss Deborah here. Miss Deborah is a singer. She's been recorded. People ask her about, you know, they book her for gigs. She's a talented woman, but her heart. See, some of you have missed the heart situation. And this is not what I'm supposed to be talking about, but I'm going to talk about it anyway, because this is my channel and I'll do what I want to. So some of you have missed the alignment of the head, the heart, and the hands, which is why you're stuck in perpetual hustle mode. See, anytime something's out of alignment, you're going to try to hustle. Hustle for me means that you've taken the situation into your hands and you're trying to make it happen. And I'm like, when you align head, heart, and hands, then you get divine downloads. Like some people got at 3 o'clock in the morning and 24 hours later, they're doing an event. What? Because when you're aligned, everything comes by design. So when Miss Deborah goes to sing, her head, her heart, her voice, her hands are aligned. That's why people continue to call her, even when she probably doesn't even want to be bothered with a gig, you know? That's why she's closing X millions of dollars in business. She don't want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. That, you know, she keeps on the hush. That's why she's doing that, because she's in alignment. Don't get me wrong. If you have 1 million widgets and you sell 1 million widgets for $1, you're going to be a millionaire. But here's the thing. Think about the process of selling 1 million of anything. Think about that. Think about the hustle to sell 1 million of anything. So, I mean, money is money. I'm talking about abundance. And so a lot of these things, what I'm saying to you right now, yes, you can apply not only to your life, your love, but also to your business, your legacy, and to your body and your mind. There's nothing that I say that you can't take and expand across your life. Nothing. Nothing. Period. Yes, you guys are so dope. If I didn't have, I would be putting your comments up. Actually, let me do that real quick. You guys are so dope. I'm going to put your comments up. I'm like, listen, y'all are so dope. So dope. And that's why I say I want to shout my people out, because I love you guys for your support. You're amazing. Listen, money and abundance are not the same thing. Money will have you running around looking crazy. When I was trying to make money, I was losing my mind, because my hands were doing all the work. My head and my heart, yeah, they were in it. But because I was operating from a wounded space, that changes everything. When your heart is not right, because it is diminished in capacity because of woundings and traumas and low self-worth and low levels of self-love, then yeah, you're going to have a problem getting into alignment. I'm not saying that you won't get divine downloads. I'm saying that they won't be the downloads that you could get. Does that make sense? Hopefully that helps. All right, let me stop babbling, okay? It does. Your gift makes room for you and brings you before great men. But see, here's the challenge with that is that some people don't recognize their gift. I spent years disregarding, discounting, and discrediting my gifts because they came so easy to me. I can do marketing in my sleep. I can do coaching in my sleep. I can do creative stuff in my sleep. And I can teach in my sleep. And often have. I've often dreamt about marketing strategies. I've often dreamt that I was teaching a class. For some reason, when I dream lately, I'm forever coordinating events. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, but I would discount it because it came to me easily. Because sometimes in our brains, we've been programmed to believe that life has to be hard, that struggle is inherent and struggle is inherited. And so when things become easy, we become scared. But you deserve a life of ease and flow. Ease and flow is part of abundance. But that's a different live. But you know what? perfect segue into this last method I want to give to you. And some of you have heard me teach on this one before. And it's called conjunctionization. Really big word that I made up. Y'all may not notice, I love to make up words. I like things to be proprietary because people like to steal. And so when you steal my stuff, I kind of know, because who gonna say conjunctionization but Stephanie D. McKenzie, your favorite empowerment coach and your favorite love advocate, right? So guys, make sure before I get into this last point, like the video, subscribe, and tap that bell over on YouTube. Tap that bell, tap that bell, tap that bell, tap that bell. Subscribe and tap that bell. Yeah. Okay, don't ask. I had some Starbucks before I got started, so sorry. Okay, so here's the last thing, and I think this is based on what I was saying to you guys. This is a great place for us to land, okay? Because conjunctionization is just a big word that teaches us to use but to negate a previous statement. And I find this to be really powerful when it comes to reflecting, when it comes to overcoming our past failures, and when it comes to being blindsided. Because how many of you know that when you're desiring to go to another level, when your seasons and your cycles and your layers and your levels are changing, sometimes, listen, exactly. Sometimes, guys, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you might get that little, that reminder of something that you didn't do, or the time that you trusted a particular person, or blah, 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 blah. These things will come up for you, right? And so conjunctionization empowers us to acknowledge what we're feeling, because again, we're entitled to our emotions, right? For those of y'all who are wondering, no, my earrings don't match. I watched Janet Jackson on Sunday and I had to get back to my non-matching earrings just for a moment because I'm weird and I like it. Okay, so that being said, when you have that moment of self-doubt, right? Let's just say you're having a moment of self-doubt and you're saying, man, should I really do this? Well, and then you hear that little minion that says, well, the last time that you did, you can say to said minion, which is really you. Okay, you can say to that voice, whatever you want to call it, adversarial energy, the enemy, your minion, the dark side, whatever you want to call it, you can say to that, I know that blah, blah, blah happened the last time, but I am in a new season and I am welcoming opportunity. See, right then and there, everything must cease. And it's intentional. It's really intentional. I know some of y'all are going to be like, she's got her ring light in her glasses again. I'm like, hey, I'll work on it, guys. This is all a work in progress because I moved some things in setting up. And so normally that wouldn't be happening, but today it is. I'm sorry if it bothers you, though. Not really. I mean, if it bothers you that much, you don't have to watch. Just saying. Big kiss. So anyway, but I find that conjunctionization can be a really powerful tool when you're having those moments, because we have an inherent human response to being uncomfortable. So fear comes up. We're like, no, fear, I'm not in the mood for you. Doubt comes up. I'm not in the mood for you. Well, here's the thing. When you push anything away from you, you're actually involving yourself in self-rejection. And so that means it comes back harder because it's still you. It demands to be dealt with. There's a line in a movie called The Fault in Our Stars. It's one of my favorite movies. I probably should be about 14 watching this movie. But he says pain demands to be felt, and it does. Fear demands to be felt. Disappointment demands to be felt. Hurt demands to be felt. Doubt demands to be felt. Now, I've always taught you, don't let anything linger beyond the lesson. Okay, I've always said that. Y'all remember me saying that? If you remember, put, yep, I remember. So in conjunctionizing the situation, you're acknowledging that. You're acknowledging that that fear is there. You're acknowledging that that doubt is there. And you're letting it know, hey, you're possibly speaking from a previous cycle, season, layer, or level. I'm trying to embrace the now. I want to be powerful in my present. So I'm going to acknowledge you. And the advanced lesson of conjunctionization means that you turn around and ask it what it wants. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I'm going to use but to negate that statement that I'm hearing. And I might even do it out loud. So I can take authority over the very thing that's attempting to take authority over me. Because I want no parts of that. I don't want my new season, my new cycle, my new layer, my new level. I do not want that to be hampered or tampered with because my situations from the past are trying to wave at me, talking about, hey girl, hey, look about that. Like about that. So anyway, those are the 3 things I have for you guys today on how to coach yourself: the Sonic Sesh, 3PQ, and conjunctionization. That was me in my notes. Yeah, I actually have paper notes. Paper notes are happening. But and I'm such a gadget girl, but I love a good paper note. I would love to know if you guys have any questions that I can answer, or your takeaways. If you're taking away anything from this, just let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'm super excited that I was able to share this with you. I didn't think I was going to talk this long. I'll try to be a little bit shorter tomorrow night, maybe. But for those of you who are watching on YouTube, just a gentle reminder, make sure that you are running over to like the video on YouTube. Subscribe and tap that bell. Subscribe and tap that bell. And if you really enjoy this, make sure you share. Sharing is caring. This is, I'm personally turning YouTube into my global classroom, and you are my students, and I'm happy to pour into you. And so I would love to know if this was helpful, meaningful in any way. Drop your comments. I love it. Conjunctionization, acknowledge what you're feeling, but state where you are currently and where you're going. And yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Perfect. You're using that but. You know, you're taking that but and you're using it. You're using it as your power. That's your power play. But is your unsung superpower, guys. Like, seriously, it really, truly is. So many unsung superpower. Kryptoniting, conjunctionization. Like, I like to make up words. So those of you, if you're new on YouTube, then yeah, I like to make up words. That's what I do. Hey, get ready. Get ready. I appreciate you guys so much. I hear my voice trying to go, which is interesting. I have been trying to speak from my diaphragm, as my fellow singers will know. Zippy sings too. You should have heard her latest hit. Why don't you sing it for him, Z? Totally kidding. But for some reason, my voice is trying to go. And I guess maybe because this is the second time that I've actually taught today. I did a 4 o'clock and now I'm doing a 7. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Guys, if you have comments, drop them below, but drop them over on YouTube. Because again, when this is gone, it is gone. It is gone. It is gone. It is gone. I know, but it's your unsung superpower. I know, right? Isn't that amazing? You know, this stuff just comes out of my face. No singing here. You're not going to sing? I need you to sing, though. I'm just saying. Gorgeous voice. Anyway, I love all of you guys for hanging out and celebrating my first live on YouTube. I'm going to say it again. I know you get tired of me saying this, but StephOnYouTube.com will get you into the mix. And guess what? I'm going to be doing something really special for my subscribers. So if you're subscribed, when we go in and pull names, you'll be eligible for the prize. Y'all know I love to give away stuff. You know that. But also what I will ask a favor of you to do is that if you found this to be meaningful, that you share it out from the YouTube page and tag people that you think would benefit from being a part of the channel. So I'm super excited about having this programming for you guys. Check out the video called How to Say No. It references a video on boundaries that will soon be coming up. I think on Friday, I think it's scheduled for release. Like I said, new content every day. So I got my work cut out for me, but thank you guys for being here so much. Yes. Thank you guys so much for being here, for your support, for your love. I promise I'm going to get better at this as time goes on. Some of you know I've been talking and doing lives forever, but YouTube is a different animal. And so, you know, I'm going to zhuzh it up for y'all a little bit, but right now I'm getting my bearings and making sure that I'm putting out quality content that you can actually use. So before my voice really bids me a fond farewell, guys, I just want to say to you, my name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. I am a speaker, teacher, author, and coach, here to remind you to always be your own superhero. And thank you guys for learning with me. How about we do something cute? Y'all want to get out of here? Let's go.